It's often easier to graph a linear equation if the equation's already solved for y. Let's take an example. Supposing we have y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. So all we need to do is plug in x values and we can get y values, and we'll have some points to graph this. In addition, there's a fraction here. So I'm going to pick multiples of 3 from my x values, because that way I could eliminate this fraction. Okay, so for example, if x is 6, if x is 0, and if x is negative 3, we're going to figure out the y values. So if x is 6, we have y equals negative 1/3 times 6 plus 2. Negative 1/3 times 6 is negative 2. And negative 2 plus 2 is going to give me 0. So if x is 6, y is 0. My next point, if x is 0, 0 is an easy point to choose, an easy value. If x is 0, we have negative 1/3 times 0, which is 0, plus 2. So y is going to equal to just 2. Let's pick now x equal to negative 3. If x is negative 3, we get y equal to negative 1/3 times negative 3 plus 2. Negative 1/3 times negative 3 is 1 plus 2. And 1 plus 2 gives us 3. So if x is negative 3, y is 3. So here we have 3 points to plot our line. So let's go ahead and draw our graph and plot these points. Alright, here we have x and y axis, and we're going to graph these 3 points. The first point we have is 6, 0. 6, 0 is right down here, 6, and then y value 0. So notice that is the x-intercept when y is 0. Okay, 6, 0. Then we have the point 0, 2. X is 0, y is 2. So if x is 0, y is 2, that goes right here. And notice that's the y-intercept actually when x is 0. And one more point we're going to plot, the point negative 3, 3. Negative 3, 3 is about here. And so we join up all these points using a straight edge because we're graphing a line. And so there's a sketch of our line with 3 points on it. The point 6, 0, 0, 2, and negative 3, 3. This is the graph of the equation y equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. Now, there is technology that can help us graphing, and so let's look at how we would graph this equation on a graphing calculator.
We're going to graph the equation negative 1/3 x plus 2 on this graphing calculator, the TI-84 Plus. First we click y equals because we want to enter our equation under y equals something, and we have negative 1/3 x, so negative, put your fraction in parentheses, parentheses 1 divided by 3, close parentheses, x is the variable right here, plus 2. Now to graph it, you have to set your window. To make sure you have a proper window, you click the zoom button and then 6, which is a standard window, and it gives you your axes from negative 10 to 10 on the x-axis and negative 10 to 10 on the y-axis. We see we have our graph of our line, negative 1/3 x plus 2, and notice there are 3 points here that we had before, 6, 0, 0, 2, and negative 3, 3. Now if you want to see the points, you can also click second graph, and what that does for you is give you a table of values. Notice here we have a table of values. If I scroll backwards, we can see here when x is negative 3, y is 3. When x is 0, y is 2. And if we scroll down a little bit here, we also see when x was 6, y is 0. Those are the 3 points we used to graph the line. So you can also look at the line using a table of values. Click graph again, and you get your graph back again. So this is the graph of the line negative 1/3 x plus 2.